Exercise 7.1, solving systems of equations. When we're solving a system, remember we're finding a point of intersection of the graphs. If we were to look at the graphs of each equation, the way we find that point of intersection is by either substitution or elimination. Most of what I'm going to do is going to be elimination. That is what I recommend for most problems. If you're more comfortable with substitution, use substitution, but elimination usually allows you to do some things that substitution does not. In this case, it's set up very nicely for elimination. If I add the two equations together in the form that they are in, we get 2x, y minus y cancels, we eliminate y, which is what we want to do in elimination. Solve for x by dividing by 2, we get x to be 3. Once we know what x is, plug into either one of the two equations, it does not matter, and solve for y. If I take the top equation, I get 3 plus y equals 4, y equals 1. Remember, we're finding a point of intersection, so your final solution should always be given as an ordered pair. Number 2. This case, I'm going to take the bottom equation. I'm going to solve it for y. We get y equals x minus 1. And now I'm going to take that and I'm going to substitute it into the top equation in place of y. When I do that, I get x squared minus x minus 1 equals 1. Make sure you put that in parentheses. Good rule is anytime you're substituting something, always enclose it in parentheses when you substitute it in, so you remember to distribute if necessary. When we distribute here, we end up with x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 1. It's quadratic, so we get everything on one side set equal to 0. When I do that, the 1's cancel. We can factor out an x, set each factor equal to 0. We get x equals 0 and 2. So my ordered pairs, I know the x coordinates are 0 and 2. Plug back in right here where we already have y solved for. If I put 0 in for y, 0 minus, or for x, 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Put 2 in for x, 2 minus 1 is 1. So our two solutions are 0, 1, I'm sorry, 0, negative 1, and 2, 1. Third one. This one, again, I'm going to use substitution. Could use elimination and eliminate y's here as well. If I solve this top equation for y, I get y equals x plus 4. So now I'm going to take and substitute that in place of y. Once again, we're working with a quadratic equation, so we want to get everything on one side. X squared plus x, subtract the 3 over, plus 1 equals 0. From here, factor is quadratic formula. This is not factorable, so we need to go to the quadratic formula. X equals, opposite of b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Underneath the radical, we get 1 minus 4, which is negative 3. We know that we cannot take the square root of a negative number in the real number system. So this has no real solution. Since there is no real solution, that means that this system has no solution. Meaning that this line and this parabola never intersect one another.